Hello, everybody. It's Hall of Famer Tim Brown, and you're watching the SAGU Sports Network.
And welcome back to the Schaefer Center, where tonight features an epic matchup between MACU and your Lady Lions. This is do or die. This is one and done, whatever you want to call it. Erase everything that happened in the season because it's all about this game here. And we're going to bring it to you. It's a feature presentation for tonight. The men do not get to play at home. They earn the right to go on the road. So it is not a doubleheader, but a single header between your Lady Lions and the MACU Lady Evangels. Right now we're going to go down courtside with our very own Kristen Urban and head coach Tiffany Phillips. Kristen, what does Coach have to say about this game?
Thanks, Sean. Coach Phillips, you're coming off one of your best seasons yet. What does this mean to you and the team, and how were you able to accomplish it?
We talked a lot this year in the locker room after games about how special this group can be, what we feel like God is doing through this team and how special it is. And so it's really important to us. Obviously, it's good, but tonight's a new season. You know, we're all 0-0 right now.
You're playing fifth-seeded MACU tonight. What's your game plan to defeat them?
Yeah, it's a tough matchup. We split with them in the season. They beat us over there. We beat them here. It's a very well-rounded match, I think. We have to make sure that we contain their top scorers, and we don't want to let everybody else get going. Defensively, we have to play similar to what we played against Wayland Baptist in order to contain those girls.
Thanks, Coach Phillips, and good luck tonight. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Kristen and Coach Phillips. She's done a fantastic job this year with this team, and you can see already they are wired up and hype to get this one on. Coach Moore, what do you tell your team when you're in a one-and-done situation? What is the conversation like in the locker room?
A lot of this is going to come down to, and what you're telling them in the locker room is, this is what you've worked hard for. This is what you ran all summer for. It's what you lifted hard for. This is the work you put in for this night is what they've worked for. It's going to be a very exciting night for the Lady Lions.
The season was just a warm-up for this very moment is what I'm hearing you say. Tonight by my side I have Coach Hank Moore and our very own student liaison faculty member to liaison to the student athlete. I butchered
You'll get
every
it
time.
there somewhere.
Kerry Woodson, he handles all the rules and guidelines that help the student athletes stay student athletes. And Kerry, it's good to have you along with us again. You will be bringing us the real-time stats and information that is going on in DAC Stats. It's going to be a fun night. We're going to take you courtside right now for the pregame festivities, the national anthem, and the starting lineups.
Now let's bring the starting lineups for tonight's contest, beginning with the visiting Evangels. At guard, number 3, a senior, Jake Kaufman. Also at guard, number 10, senior Shaylin Coleman. Also at guard, number 30, junior Jessica Fairley. At forward, junior number 32, Alexis Shannon. And at forward, sophomore number 44, Osita Ozani. Head coach of the Evangels is Hannah Moeller. And now, ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet and make some noise for your SAGU Lady Lions. At guard, a sophomore at 5'5", number 1, Kiara Lindsay. A 5'8" junior guard, number 20, Lexi Rich. A sophomore 5'8" guard, number 23, Sydney Meadow. A junior 5'10" forward, number 30, Ina Atuma. And your 6-foot senior forward, number 32, Tatisha Dibbles.
And there you have it, the starting lineups. Your Lady Lions. Rich, Glenn, Atunawa, Metter, and Dottie Diggles. Your starting 5 for tonight. Kerry, take us a little bit deeper into the numbers, and what are some things that we should consider seeing the past performances of both of these teams? Give us a way that we can predict about what is going to happen.
Well, one of the things is that both of these teams are so evenly matched. They come in both 14-8 in conference, identical records. Both had 20 wins overall in the regular season. The thing to keep an eye on is the different styles that these two teams play. Their main player, their leading scorer, Alexis Shannon, plays the wing. She doesn't shoot from outside much. Hers is more of a driving inside game. The Lady Lions, more of a perimeter-based game. They put up 150 more three-point attempts over the course of the regular season. So it'll be different. A key matchup is going to be Atunawa playing defense on Shannon.
Coach Moore, you usually talk to head coach Tiffany Phillips for the Lady Lions. What has she indicated is going to be the number one takeaway that they have to have tonight to get a good win?
Number one takeaway is they've got to stop that right there. Penetration. That's what she said. We've got to stop their dribble penetration. And first play of the game, you have Shaylin Coleman driving to the basket.
And there you had it. You saw exactly why Coach Phillips is king to that point. And Mac, you made good on that. Also, past performance will tell you that the Lady Lions won their last matchup versus the Lady Evangels here in the Schaefer Center. But earlier in the season, they played them in Oklahoma and took a drubbing by 25 points. So this is kind of a split and get even type of matchup for the Lady Evangels. So should be interesting. I predict a barn burner. Glenn out top, starting to play. Diggles, we've seen this play a lot. Good front matchup. You can tell they've been watching film. Coleman out front. They get the switch. Garrett Glenn gets space. Good shot. She usually knocks that one down. A little long. Coleman with an easy shot. No good. Rich with the left hand. Keeping everybody on their tiptoes because she can take off and go to the basket at any time. And that's good defense right there by Kiara Glenn. Gets it down to Metter. Metter sees Atunawa. Atunawa takes her time, gets it in. Good conversion. Great recognition by Metter.
Had her head up. and saw the girl cutting to the basket. Atunawa took that ball with a lot of confidence, John.
That's something that we've seen in this Lady Lions team growing and getting better at all year is the recognition in movement of the open player. Coach Phillips has her young ladies always cutting without the ball, and that's a big key. If you want to get open and you want to get the ball, you got to move when you don't have the ball. Big three by MacU. That was Shannon's first points of the game. Oh, good speed. The speed demon. Kiera Glenn just runs right by her defender. Gets an easy layup look. Good move. Good defense by Metter. He calls it on the arm, but let's see. You know, she hacked down at it. You're going to get that call. It looked like she hit a lot of ball, but anytime you swat down that low, most referees will just instinctively hit you up.
On the season, it's important to know MacU can put up some points. They are an offensive powerhouse as well. They actually come in ranked just behind that game, the Wayland Baptist that we played just the other night nationally. I think they are number 4 in the nation, or number 3 in offensive scoring. So they can put some points on the board.
81 points per game. So the Lady Lions are going to have a spectacular defensive night for sure. Short by Lexi Rich. Shannon goes ahead. Kiera Glenn gets a foul, but she stopped the easy two. And that's actually, I would say, a good foul. Try to keep the momentum swinging or in your favor at this point. The Lady Lions are up by 2. They just coming off a big 3-point shot. So the momentum would be considered Lions momentum. Coleman misses her first and her second. And referee says that's going to stay with the Lady Evangels.
Coleman is another one to keep an eye on as their second leading scorer. Again, so we're going to be looking at a lot of driving and dishing, by her. And then in those dishes, then she'll be taking it to the hole as well if she doesn't dish.
Coleman comes in at just over 14 points a game. Coleman recognized she was not going to get a clean shot, so she tries a little bit of a fancy schmancy bounce pass that goes out of bounds.
Kiera Glenn did a great job, one-on-one defense, moving her feet, keeping her hands high, created a lot of problems.
That's actually going to be off of Sydney Metter. Metter disagrees. Lady Evangels bring it up. Unfortunate error there off of Shannon. Just bounces off of her foot. Atunawa gets it down low, takes her time, head fake, and it's good. That was a great head fake by Atunawa.
And you usually don't see a lot of offensive output from her. She's more of a defensive specialist, but she can score when she has the opportunity. You can't ignore her.
She's very good at that 2 to 3 foot jumper. Dottie Diggles with a big swing, and she caught it. That's a good entry pass by Kiera Glenn down to Diggles. Atunama makes a good move, gets her own rebound. Kiera Glenn almost. She looked like she felt she had it just a little short.
She was almost running back down the court already.
Good defense by the Lady Lions. Diggles comes out of the pile with the ball, gets it out to Rich. Rich brings it up, but slows it down. We're going to get into the half-court set. MacU has seen that play, and they know what's coming. They're trying to defend over the top. It was a little predictable. Maybe show a different play setup just to get MacU's mind out of that frame there. They're defending it well. DeRoe is in, the speedster. Broken play. She almost made that jumper. That was a great layup. That's Kaufman.
Jenna Kaufman took that ball, put her head down, and went to the hole.
And really had created good contact all the way in. SAGU, very fortunate they didn't get a foul call on that. Lead pass, that's going to be off of Metter's foot. Now, momentum getting back into the middle. MacU gets this bucket. They may have the appearance of gaining the momentum. It's a good-looking jumper. She was wide open.
And what a great block out by Diggles all the way out on the perimeter. She didn't think, oh, well, I'm so far away, but by blocking her girl out, she was able to just reach in and grab that rebound.
Kenzie Martin, and that touches the shot clock. It looked good, good form. She was stepped back, had plenty of room.
One of the keys that Coach Phillips said for tonight is they need their girls to get in a rhythm offensively.
Absolutely.
And I think they need a few more touches each end. They need to move that ball around and get some rhythm flowing for them.
Shannon makes a great move in. She collects the foul.
That's going to be a tough matchup for Dottie Diggle guarding Shannon on the perimeter.
Yep.
That's a tough matchup right there for her.
Shannon is very quick, a little more agile.
Bank that free throw in off the bottom of the rim. Pretty good shot.
An unlikely shooter's roll.
Yeah.
Shannon gets both of her free throws. It's a tied ball game. Here comes DeRoe, the fastest speed on campus. And they're going to say Metter stepped on the line.
That's 3 quick early turnovers for her, and usually pretty sure-handed and very safe with the ball, but that's 3 quick ones.
Well, you'll see Metter's up and down. She's still a little bit youthful, and she usually comes back and makes up for a lot of those mistakes with just great hustle. That's going to be a foul on Wyckoff. That is her first foul of the game. DeRoe casually brings it up. No hurry. Now DeRoe turns on the Jets. It gets affected, but they're going to call a foul on Saliga.
Personal foul, number 25,
Yeah, a little contact there.
DeRoe is just so quick. She puts so much pressure on the defense. Even, against a bigger person, she just is tough to guard. She's a hard guard.
And she has that little pushback she jab steps in and then almost a fadeaway. Not quite, but she gets back to create the space. And she finds herself collecting a lot of fouls from the bigs that take swings. And that is exactly what happened there. DeRoe hits both free throws. Good looking jumper, no good, little long. Kiara Glenn brings it up. Gets it to Rich. Rich to Kenzie Martin. That was way off the mark. Shannon, one-handed pass, baseball. And that's going to be a foul on Kiara Glenn. Glenn debating the fact.
So that's going to be her second foul here early in the game.
Maybe that foul could have been called on Kenzie Martin. Glenn, you saw, was not even in the play. She got beat on the play and then gets the foul call. Gets it out to Shannon. Shannon, good looking shot, and it goes in. Big time three. MacU leads.
Great out of bounds play. Find your shooter up top.
Lexi Rich elects to go into the triple team and puts Dottie Diggles smack dab in jail. Look at this. Great collapse by the defense. Even if Dottie Diggles catches that ball, she is going to be in a world of hurt down there, and it's going to be tougher to get the ball up.
Not a lot for her to do anything.
You hate to see Dottie lead this early in the first quarter, but I think Tuna was a better matchup defensively. So I think we're okay there.
That was a great pass by Denton. She's making things happen. That goes to Saliga. Kenzie Martin, 0 for 3 from the 3. That's off for Lexi Rich. And that's going to stay. Oh, I think they might talk that one over. They say it goes off the foot of a SAGU player. Let's see if we can see this.
She sure seems really confident.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. She made a right call.
And I'll tell you, that referee is very good. She refs in women's D1, formerly out of the Pac-10.
Okay. Well, she made a right call there.
She saw it. She got it better than us. She didn't need slow motion replay. Here we go. The speedy DeRoe gets it up to Rich. Rich trying to make something happen. Gets one off quick and it goes in. She's got one of those bedazzling games. The harder it is, the higher the percentage is when she makes it.
They're going to call foul, and we're going to get a free throw as well. 4-point play coming.
Could be a big 4-point play. Lexi Rich, very good free throw shooter. And the referee not controlling the lanes very well. He gave the ball to Rich, and MacU just switched spots. After then, that's a no-no. Oh, Rich misses, but she gets the rebound. And not any time on the shot clock. On the game clock. Wow. Big turnaround there to tie this up. Now the momentum back in the middle. No one has the advantage. It's deuce. It's all knotted up.
So that reminds me of the last game, Wayland Baptist, when Lexi hit a 3 at the end of the third quarter that just seemed to really change the whole momentum of that game. So
Well,
maybe that's what she needs personally and then as a team.
That's right, and that is what triggered her to go on an 11-point run, 11-0, Lexi Rich, Wayland Baptist. What a huge, huge win that was for SAGU. Put them in this spot where they could host a home game for the first round of the playoffs.
I don't think you can really underestimate the quality of that win. I think one of the best quality wins that I've seen the Lady Lions have in a number of years.
I would agree with that. It was a big comeback. They were down 16 with just a few minutes left in the third quarter and really turned it on. And you see some other action going on, ladies action going on around the Sooner Athletic Conference. Everyone playing the first round tonight. You see USAO up on JBU. They're playing in Oklahoma at the USAO Arena. And Wayland is hosting the Texas Wesleyan Rams. Lady Rams, I guess, if there is such a thing. And here we go, starting the second quarter. The row still in. Oh, great movement! Sydney Metter. That is fundamental. That's taught from the coach's bench. And you move and you get the ball. And there's proof right there in that pudding.
When you see your defensive player look away, start looking at the ball, you make that back cut, and more often than not, you're going to be open.
That foul goes against Atunawa, her first. Hard off the glass. We got a loss of shoe. Rich from 27. MacU slowing it down. That's long for Coleman. Atunawa gets the rebound.
That's her 6th rebound of the game. She's really doing a nice job on the boards, making things happen. Lexi all the way.
Good thought.
Reached in and knocked that ball away.
That's a good thought there by Coleman, trying to get it down to the open man on the block, except it's such tight quarters. It is very hard to squeeze a bounce pass in when you have two defenders that close between you and your other player. So the spacing's got to be just a little bit better to really execute that. And this timeout is going to be given to MacU.
It's a good timeout.
Head coach Hannah Muller.
Lexi hit that three-pointer at the end of the first quarter, and SAGU has gone on an 8-0 run with that three-pointer, and that's a good timeout. If you look, there's a 5-point lead now.
How often do we talk about the judicious use of timeouts to stop momentum and then sometimes make some strategic changes as well?
Well, let's see if the timeout worked. SAGU has the ball. Lexi Rich. And that's big time. Great ball movement. The rotation back up to the top created a lot of space for Kenzie Martin, and she's a dead eye when she has room. That's going to be Lady Lions ball.
And Mackenzie, when she has that spot up, open three, she will knock them down, leading the team with about 40% shooting threes in the regular season.
And that's an unforced turnover for MacU. That's going to be a kickball. Biggest lead of the game for the Lions. Good help defense. That's going to be a jump ball.
And that's an excellent call.
That was a great call. You're right. That was a great call. Tendencies sometimes, they call a foul, but that was very clear. Good attack to the basket, and she converts. That's Kaufman. Much needed possession conversion. Sydney Metter lines way up, looked good. She looked like she felt confident.
Tunawa kept that ball alive.
Oh, air ball by Lexi Rich. Didn't get set, but DeRoe was there to collect the rebound.
It was almost a good pass.
It was. It's a great pass. That's what Lexi Rich is going to tell you.
Don't charge me with a shot attempt on that.
That was a smart play, savvy play.
She prevented a wide open layup. I think that's her second foul. No, it's her first foul.
That's DeRoe's first foul. And smart play by Fairley to get the ball up to create at least the opportunity to get free throws. Most people would try to come down with it, hold on to it, get their balance, and then go up. And that would have been a foul on the ground. McHugh, 4 unanswered points. Cut the 8-point lead down to 4. Tunawa. Metter a little bit long. Here comes McHugh. Up-tempo pace. And they're going to say that hit, I guess, the shot clock. Here we go, DeRoe looking, get the play started. Now they're in it. A little bit of top motion. Teardrop off the glass, no good for Lexi Rich. That's going to be a foul on Tunawa, I believe. They're going to ring her up for a push. That is her second foul. Eva Tunawa giving great minutes here in the first half.
And that could be a really important development with her second foul this early in the second quarter.
Metter. Metter gets away with the foul there. And that was a great power move by the smaller Wyckoff. And she gets it to fall. Tunawa fighting for position. That should be 5 seconds.
Yeah. And now we're going to get fouled.
It was more like 10 seconds, but McHugh bails them out with a foul.
Right now we have a lot of standing around on offense, and they need to get some ball movement. They need to get players moving without the ball.
Jenna Price giving.
What a great
Oh, that was a great
pass,
pass.
Lexi.
Rich to Tunawa. That's 6 points for Tunawa.
That's one of the benefits of having such a great scorer is that the defense comes to you and is able to dish so much.
That foul's going to go, looks like, on number 30. Barely. That's her first. Lions get another opportunity to increase the lead. They blow it. Jenna Price going to get a foul first thing.
Personal foul called on number 34, Jenna Price. Her first personal, fourth team foul. Fairley will go to the line and shoot 2.
Looks like MacU has a lot of confidence in their free throw shooter, and looks like for a good reason. That's Fairley converting her first. Not putting, only putting one in the lane.
She's in there to set up their press.
MacU in a 1-2-1-1 press. Great defense by Coleman. Lady Lions are going to have to bring up the intensity just a little bit. The pace is getting helter-skelter. Good fake pass, left-handed. Jenna Price makes them pay. Good defense by Lady Lions. That's going to be a charge on Lexi Rich. Ozoani stayed in there. Yep. It was a little deep. Oh, great anticipation by Sydney Metter. Metter with the great gamble, gets her hand on it and goes all the way for the conversion. Easy conversion.
She has such a great feel for those steals out high like that. She did that a couple of times in the game the other night. Made such a difference.
It's going to be a 2-shot foul. It's a late call.
That foul's going to be on Jenna Price, her second foul.
2 quick ones on Jenna Price. And they made sure. That's an off shot by Ozoani. Now MacU fills the boxes. Expect a immediate press. Oh, there's a lane violation.
Should have been a lane violation.
Yep. Ozoani goes in so strong, rips the ball away, and puts it back up for the easy 2. Referees letting them play down in the paint.
Yes. A lot of contact.
They're going to get Shannon for being a little too aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
But not too aggressive.
Messed up John's rhythm. He's going to break out.
That's all right. Oh, good steal. Goes out of bounds. Metter's got to protect that when she reverses. That ball in a little bit closer to the hip.
Wyckoff is an excellent defender.
Oh, big 3! Kenzie Martin from downtown. Metter gets her hands on it. This is what we were talking about. She was a little bit shaky in the first quarter, but she tends to rally back and really give you good makeup defense.
So you're starting to see a little bit of a separation here in styles between the two teams. You know, the Lady Lions typically will shoot more threes. There's a charge foul.
And Jenna Price leads the Lady Lions in accepted charges by far. She gets charged all the time. She got 6 in one game.
Wow. Just to follow up on the three-point, the Lady Lions have now put up 15 three-point attempts compared to 8 for MacU.
Dangerous pass down the baseline. It's deflected out of bounds. It will stay with the Lions. DeRoe says she can shoot, and she can't. Walks it off. She said, somebody better guard me. Coleman trying to make something happen. Just can't get it to fall. It's a 10-point lead for the Lions. DeRoe fills it, but it was an air ball.
The DeRoe-Coleman matchup, that's just a fun matchup to watch. You got two quick guards just going after each other. Here you got a chance to watch it right here.
Shannon sees an opportunity. They're going to get Metter with that foul. That is her second foul. Both teams in the quarter bonus. So that means any foul that happens is going to be an automatic 2-shot foul, whether it's a shooting foul or anywhere on the floor, except for charges, of course.
Bench scoring is another big thing where the Lady Lions have excelled. The Lady Lions bench is outscoring MacU 13-2.
Rachel McDaniel in for Metter. That's an air ball by Price, and McDaniel comes in, gets a good offensive rebound, but loses it. Wide open 3. Rattles around and goes in. Huge 3 by Denton. Quick 5-point swing for MacU. Both of those young ladies can shoot the ball. You don't want to give them any room. Rich, wide open. That's going to be a double dribble. Lexi Rich was wide open, ladies and gentlemen. Dangerous pass by MacU. Coleman. Ozani had a big game last time she came to the Schaefer Center. She is controlling the boards offensively. Just an underhanded prayer for Coleman there. Finally, something fell. Coleman has her first 2 points. Here comes Lexi Rich with the teardrop. It's an air ball. It gets punched out, blocked in midair out of Jenna Price's hands. They saved a momentum killer for the halftime. Now it's only a 3-point lead. MacU. Let's talk about the poise of MacU. Every time they seem to go down, they go down 6, then they come back, tie it up, go down 8, bring it back to 1 or 2, then they go down 10, and now it's halftime. They brought this thing, went on a 7-0 run, brought this thing to a 3-point lead. Looks like our very own Kristen Urban is down on the court with assistant coach Eric Wood. Kristen, what does Eric have to say about the first half?
Thanks things, Sean. Coach Wood, SAGU was able to take the lead this first half, but not too much of a margin. What's it going to take to come out with the win today?
We got to clean up second chance buckets. They've gotten a couple offensive rebounds and putbacks. We've had a couple of defensive breakdowns as well, letting penetrate middle off of handoffs and stuff like that. We got to force them baseline, force them left. So just cleaning those things up.
What will you be telling your girls in the locker room?
Just come out of the second half. We had a great second half last game, so just keep that momentum going in the second half. Hitting big shots. We got to make big shots. This is going to be a close game, so we're going to have to be able to make more shots than them.
Thanks, Coach Wood, and good luck. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Kristen. Guys, let's wrap up the first half. What are your thoughts, Coach, on how does MACU just seem to keep in the game every time?
Well, they're rebounding extremely well on the offensive end. They have 10 offensive rebounds.
Wow.
And when you give away 10 second chances, you're very fortunate to be up by 3.
Carrie, some last thoughts from the numbers of the first half.
Well, again, SAGU's putting it up, firing it away from three-point land, and when they build their lead is when they're hitting those threes, and that's what's making the difference. What has been really keeping MACU in and what has made such a difference is that they have scored 10 free throws to our 2 as far as made free throws.
Wow.
So they have a +8 on free throws. We have a +9 on three-pointers, kind of almost a wash, which is why we have such a close game.
Wow. Good breakdown there, guys. We're going to be back here in just a few minutes to assess the final stats of the first half and to talk about what's going to happen in the second half. You guys won't want to miss this. We'll be right back. You're watching the SAGU Sports Network. And we're back. Getting ready for second half action in this great matchup. Looks like it's shaping up that we might have a barn burning going on down here, fellas. Carrie, remind us what the first half looked like. Get us back into the swing of things. What can we look for the second half?
Well, again, I think it's going to come down to how do the Lady Lions shoot the three. That's what has really gotten them their lead. I think also the thing that's going to be important is to watch the fouls. 4 of our 5 starters have 2 fouls. And then we have another Jenna Price coming off the bench that has 2. So we'll need to be really monitoring that. Does that play into things as we get a little deeper into the game?
You talked a little bit earlier to us about how many free throws were taken and made by MACU and how SAGU was able to counterbalance that. Break that down for us a little bit.
Well, they shot 14 free throws, made 10 of them. We only shot 3 free throws the whole first half, made 2. So that was a +8 that MACU had from the free throw line, and then the Lady Lions had a +9 from the three-point line. So that's why we kind of have that wash there. So if the Lady Lions can continue to shoot well, they're shooting okay. They're not shooting lights out, shooting about 33% from the 3. It was nice to see Kenzie Martin come in and drop a couple of threes. If she gets hot, that can make a big difference.
Well, if you're Coach Phillips, you are excited about having a fairly good shooting night, not a good one, but a fairly good shooting night, and be up at 3 at halftime.
Yeah, shooting 38% overall for the night from the field.
And we know they can do better than that. Garrett Glenn brings it down. Big 2 there. Early on in the third quarter, SAGU comes out of the locker room. Looks like they're meaning business.
Yeah, that's a good score, a good start. Yeah, they had built the 10-point lead. MACU came back strong, cut it, seized the momentum. Halftime really came at a good time for the Lady Lions.
I like the poise that this MACU team shows. And their leader there, Shannon, fearless, going into the middle with all the bigs around. Lexi Rich trying to make something special happen. Elects not to shoot, gets the ball on the other side. Garrett Glenn takes it down off the glass from the top. Ozani. Great feed by Coleman. Coleman just is able to penetrate this Lady Lions defense at will. Glenn. Lexi Rich creates space, and that's all she needs. Just a little bit of space. I think that is her favorite spot on the court, right over there by her bench.
She loves that corner.
Good feed by Coleman again. Dottie Diggle says, not in my house.
It was a great defensive stance by Dottie Diggle. She blocked the shot and then tied them up.
Lady Lions make it tough for MacU to get the ball in, but they finally do. And that's going to be a foul on Atunawa. It's going to send Kaufman to the line, I believe. Yep, they're going to call. Nope. They're saying it's down. It was on the ground.
Here's that difficult matchup with Dottie Diggles guarding Shannon. That's a tough matchup for Dottie. Post player guarding a perimeter player.
And that's going to be an old-fashioned three-point play attempt, at least. The first two count by Coleman. That's a good move, and she was fading away and got Kiara Glenn to commit to fouling her, and that is Kiara Glenn's third foul early in the third quarter.
Eva just picked up her third just before that.
Kiara come in and made a great impact the first couple minutes of this quarter, scoring twice, but playing tremendous defense. I hate to see her pick up that third foul, John.
It's a good jump back there. Ooh, almost goes in by Lexi Rich. Coleman so quick with the ball. Just a little spastic as she goes in. That's a great stop and pop there by Shannon, but it doesn't go in. 2 rebounds allowed by the Lady Lions there. MacU getting 3 shot attempts, but more importantly, the last one that goes in comes along with a foul. This is going to be another and one for MacU. Coleman doing good work from the free throw line. That's 6 points within about 30 seconds for her.
And they have come all the way back now.
Again, it's they do not panic. And the poise, I just can't say enough about this MacU team's poise that they show. They do not show panic. They don't get outside of themselves. They keep running the play that they know that they can work. And it just, over time, it does work.
And their style of play is what is putting us in the foul trouble that we're in. They're taking it to the basket, driving, drawing that contact, and that's why we have now in the first, just a couple minutes of this quarter, 2 of our starters, with now 3 fouls. So the bench is going to have to really step up.
It looks like it's going to be that way. There's still 6 minutes left in this third period, and that is great pressure by MacU. Are you kidding me? The inbounds pass never made it. MacU gets the ball back. Oh, but Sydney Matter comes up big. Some reason stopped and reversed into that.
Probably should have just gone ahead and taken it straight on to the basket.
Looked like DeRoe ran into, we can see here, yes, knee to knee. Ooh, that's a painful one. It's a stinger.
And Meadow again on that steal up high, anticipating that pass.
And you'll see DeRoe right there, knee on knee. If you've played athletics at all, you've probably experienced some kind of immense pain like that. It's not a long-term debilitation, but the pain from that instantly is just crippling. It's a good sign there. Kaufman's getting up, walking it off. I suspect we will see her back after she rubs a little dirt on it.
She's replaced by Nevada Denton.
Didn't get her feet set.
Let it out of bounds.
And
no.
That's because she wasn't she didn't have 2 feet established in bounds before she touched the ball. DeRoe collects a foul, and are they going to award her the shots? I believe
so.
they are.
Yeah, 3 free throws.
Big time.
Just our 4th free throw attempt of the night.
DeRoe's form looks so good that you can tell she has been working on this all season. Shooter's touch. 2 out of the 3 so far. 1 left. Off the back of the iron. Good putback. Good bounce pass by Coleman. She's been doing that this whole 3rd quarter.
She penetrates, draws a double team, and just kicks to the open player. It's great offense.
That's Saliga. Saliga gets a steal from Dottie Diggles. Very smart move there to pull it out. Gets the ball in the hands of Coleman. Coleman comes up empty on that possession. And that's what Lexi Rich can make you do. Commit to her as she backs up, and then she'll just jump right into you, creating the contact and the foul. That's 2 fouls on Shannon. Didn't go for Lexi Rich. It was a good move. Rich trying to play a little makeup defense. Almost got the steal. Coleman, long. That's going to stay with the Evangels. Jenna Price in for Kenzie Martin. Now you're going to sacrifice a little bit of the outside shooting range for some speed down low and most likely better rebounding. Price playing cautious defense, a little hand in the face, didn't want to get her 3rd foul, especially because she just got in the game. Smart way to play it, but that gives MacU a 2-point lead. DeRoe really coming up big for the Lady Lions here. 2 straight possessions for her to go to the line.
Giving MacU just a little bit of their taste of their own offense, penetrating and trying to make something happen.
Such good form. A little fake there by Jenna Price. Comes off softly. Good box out by MacU. MacU looks like they're going to play the patient game.
This is not quite the defensive matchup you would want with the Lions where they have it right now.
Yeah, Diggles on Coleman, but MacU doesn't recognize Jenna Price with her second charge. Right now, I'm going to predict it. She's going to have 4 by the end of this game. She just knows how to be in the right place at the right time.
And also, don't be surprised if she puts up some threes. She's not a bad three-point shooter herself. She doesn't shoot as many as Kenzie Martin, but she's still shooting 40% from three-point.
Wow. Well, she's just a great all-around player. That was a great decision right there. Nevada Denton, so smart. But she turned her back to her point guard. And Lexi Rich makes them pay.
What a turnaround right there.
That was huge. And that is going to be the 3rd foul on Jenna Price.
She initially had real good position, and then she reached. Coach Phillips is going to leave her in and let her play some.
I think you kind of have to, because what are you going to trade? Three fouls for 3 fouls, and it's not a real big decision for her at this point. So somebody is destined to get in real foul trouble. Yeah,
the fourth quarter is going to be very interesting to see how the foul situation is going to play out.
I think you were right when you talked at halftime how fouls would come, big block, and they're going to call Coleman for a foul. Let's see. It was definitely tipped off the hand.
I think she went into the body.
You cannot do that. Cannot. She created contact. Got to let the shooter have room to come down. And I would say Lexi doesn't miss any of these.
Jenna Kaufman came back into the game. We knew we'd see her again. Shook off that knee injury. Now she's ready to play. There we go. Lexi knocked down all 3, John, just like you said.
Very important.
Lead.
She's clutch. Shannon launches a big 3.
What a rebound.
No good. That was a huge rebound.
Great rebound in traffic. And now we've got numbers.
Matter's not scared to pull the 3, and that is why.
MacU's going to get a timeout here, I'm sure. Maybe not.
Wow. Think she's going to wait till the 4th quarter, see if she can wait it out.
Timeout there.
It had to. They're afraid for travel.
Possession timeout.
Needed to get the possession. And that leaves MacU with 3 timeouts left for the rest of the game. I know that Coach Moeller would really rather have 4 in the fourth quarter. That would be your optimal preference.
And again, the three-point shooting for the Lady Lions making a difference, and some of them are not even showing up in the three-point category because they're getting fouled on them and knocking down the free throws. How are things going with the other games here, John?
Looks like USAO is on their way to handily winning the first round and getting a bid to Oklahoma City for the Final Four of the Sooner Athletic Conference. And the Flying Queens as well, handling their business at home. Kaufman saves that one. Metter, I think they're going to, yep, it is definitely, referee caught the hand in the face. No matter what, it was going to be a 2-shot foul. Good looking stroke there. Kaufman gets both free throws to go. DeRoe by herself brings it up. Dottie Diggles, she's usually good from that number. And it's going to go to MacU. I like to see Saliga down there arguing for it because she knew she didn't, and I think she may have talked the ref into that one. That was tough to see. That's going to be a 2-shot foul. DeRoe.
And I believe that's going to be her third foul now.
A lot of threes up on the scoreboard, on the individual scoreboard. Wing. 3 players playing with 3 fouls. Still 1:22 left in the third quarter.
This has been some key minutes for DeRoe, though, as Kiera was needing to sit with 3 fouls. She's been able to carry the bulk of this third quarter until just now picking up her third.
It looks like Coach Phillips is going to elect to stay with DeRoe now because she knows she's going to need the floor general's experience coming down the stretch with Kiera Glenn. Lexi Rich trying to get to the corner, and there's another one. That was short. Dottie Diggles trying to keep it alive, but the Lady of Angels come up with it. Saliga. Wow, that is a big 3. Both teams know how big this game is. They're fighting for the rest of their season. Good move by Sydney Metter down there to create good contact. Got Kaufman committed, and the best Kaufman could do was just try to get on the arm, make sure she didn't score, but Metter gets 2 shots.
So they're starting to get a little bit of foul trouble themselves. They've got 3 with 3 now, but
and I'll tell you right now, the Lady Lions are meaning. You can tell when a team is locked in, they make their free throws. They're making clutch free throws right now. This is going to be huge for them at the end of the game.
we had 3 free throw attempts at halftime. We've now had 10 in this quarter alone.
Wow. Saliga picked up. Yep, you're right.
She shuffled those feet. Good call.
And she knew it.
good thing on those free throws also, the 10 free throw attempts we've had, we've hit 9 of them this quarter.
She just had to put it up because it was the end of the quarter, but it got blocked by Nevada Denton, and they have Denton on assignment right now, and that is to keep Lexi Rich from getting an open look. I think that's actually probably a good strategy. Denton is quick enough to be the one on Lexi Rich. You want to be able to keep Coleman away from that and take on the quicker point guard. So somebody's got to guard Kiara Glenn or DeRoe, and I think that's a good matchup for them. So keeping Nevada Denton committed to wherever Lexi Rich goes, that is where she is going to go. So watch out for that matchup and see who gets the best of who.
Both of these coaches, John, are working matchups. And you can see it when they have a mismatch, they get the ball where it needs to be. Great coaching on both sides. These ladies have done a tremendous job of preparing their athletes for this great matchup of a 4 and a 5 seed in a conference tournament. This is how it's supposed to be.
It's how it's supposed to be. That is a good way to look at it. And at the end of the first quarter, it was 16-16, all knotted up. At the end of halftime, it was 36-33, just a 3-point deficit. At the end of the third quarter, it is 58-55. Basically even all the way through. And I expect this fourth quarter to just be a burner. Got Price still in. That was a short three, long rebound. Shannon.
Price couldn't foul him.
Just knew she had Price on her.
With 3 fouls.
Fundamentally sound left-handed layup. 1-point ball game. Lady Lions up. DeRoe taking her time. Gets it to Metter. Metter gets open. That was a good look. McHugh comes down with the rebound. Denton kept it alive. Off. 3-point attempt by Saliga.
Price is so long and athletic, she was able to pull that in. Now she's got her on the block.
Price tried the up and under, no good. Shannon going in, doesn't get it. Saliga couldn't secure the rebound. Good defense.
Wyckoff stepped right in there and took that ball away.
She's come up big with a few great defensive plays this game. Saliga lowered her shoulder, and that's going to go against Jenna Price.
That was a tough call there.
They called that on Metter. That's still her fourth foul.
I didn't even see Metter in the play.
Yeah, I thought it was.
She was.
And she is saying, how could that be on me? I wasn't there. So either way, somebody was going to walk away with 4 fouls. Metter wasn't even close to the play. Saliga converts. It is a tie ball game. These young ladies are shooting lights out from the free throw line.
84% for the Lady Lions, and now about 79% for McHugh.
Good look. Jenna Price kept her focus, head down, making sure she secured the dribble in the lane. Big turnover, unforced turnover by Coleman. And that was because Denton gets caught flat-footed. She stopped running, and Coleman expecting her to follow right through the lane. You got to stay committed to the play. This could be huge. Oh, just off for DeRoe. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
Let's see who hit. It looked like maybe Saliga
went over the back. Yeah, he missed that.
That was close. Hard to see.
Yeah.
Evangels keep the ball. They get it out to Shannon. Shannon. And that's going to be a charge. Big charge for the smaller.
I think that was Kiera who took that charge.
Yeah, okay, they assessed that to Shannon. That is her third foul, which is a big deal this early in the fourth quarter.
So Kiera came right in, drew the foul on the defensive end, which was kind of risky because then you take the chance on getting the block and having her fourth foul.
Oh, I think Lexi Rich, that should stay, that is, good call.
With the Lady Lions.
And I think Lexi Rich thought there was going to be some defense there in her face, and it was wide open. Atunawa. Oh, good pass, Atunawa.
She should have taken that ball up.
Got to go straight up, Dottie. Got to go straight up.
Gotten fouled and made the basket. Yeah, that was a good pass by Atunawa.
Evangels down 2. Oh, Denton with a jab step, but that's short. And that's going to be Jenna Price with the rebound.
That's going to be about her 8th rebound now coming in off the bench.
Not that much clock either. She has been very efficient this game. And, ooh, that looked good. Oh, look how fast Coleman is. That's going to be a foul on Kiera Glenn. That's going to be her 4th foul. Still over half of the fourth quarter left to play. And the foul trouble is really beginning.
Now you can see Coach Phillips then struggling with that decision right there. Do I leave her in or I go take her out? It looks like she's going to leave her in right now.
You saw a peek into John Brown and SAGU playing up in Siloam Springs, Arkansas. John Brown up by 7. Good cut.
Good cut.
Lexi Rich misses that. And that's going to be out on Kiera Glenn. She was hustling, trying to pick that up.
It's a great cut and a great pass. Just have to finish a layup.
Oh, and the Evangels pay the favor.
Which was good because our Lady Lions were not getting back down the floor that time. That's why she was so wide open in the corner over there.
Atunawa fakes it. She gets involved with some traffic. It does not stop her. She converts. Big 2-pointer right there. Oh, my goodness. Coleman.
That's Kiera's 5th foul.
Kiera Glenn going to have to sit down for the rest of the game. DeRoe assures her she's got her back.
I think that's why Coach Phillips was willing to take that chance. DeRoe has had such a great quarter, most of that third quarter. I think she felt confident putting DeRoe back in if she needed to go the rest of the way.
Atunawa gets the rebound. A rare miss from the free throw line for either one of these teams. Atunawa, she was very careful how she handled that. Good pass by DeRoe to Price. Price gets it to Rich, but it was off of Denton. Little handoff, and Denton gets her hand on it. Tunawa backing him down, saying that's her house. Coleman setting it up. She's feeling it. Turns it over.
That was a Tunawa that created that. Yep.
Eva Tunawa really coming up
just
big.
Can't say enough about the job that she's done tonight. She's come in and played tremendous defense on a great score, rebounded, just creating lots of havoc on defense.
They've gone back to putting Denton on Lexi Rich. They had Wyckoff doing a little bit of that duty. Now Denton covering Rich up and forced the turnover. Coleman. Oh, that would have been a lovely entry pass because
Price broke that up.
And that is the bigger Price with the long arms, able to play that kind of defense. But let me tell you something. That would have been an easy 2 for Saliga.
Yep.
I think they just reversed the call, giving it back to the Evangels.
I didn't know that they got it wrong the
Yeah,
first
they
time.
did. I think everybody was lining up to go the other way at first.
Wow.
The good post move there.
Saliga and Tunawa coming up huge for their teams. Wyckoff playing really good lockdown defense on DeRoe. DeRoe makes a big 3!
Huge
Wow!
shot.
That doesn't stop Coleman. There's another one, baby!
That's 3.
That's 3. That's 3.
Jenna Price. I promised you 4.
That's Coleman's 4th foul. That's huge. That's huge because she runs their offense. She makes everything happen for them. That's her 4th foul.
They've got Shannon down on Tunawa. They're taking Tunawa very seriously now. Saliga trying to get on Price. Price leaves her in the dust, but misses the easy bunny. That's a 3. You cannot leave Shannon. She's a big-time scoring threat. You cannot leave her open.
He's not a tremendous three-point shooter, but scorers have a way of making it happen
And
when they need to.
big game, big moments. Both of these teams. SAGU's cut the lead to 2 in Siloam Springs, Arkansas. This is the first round for your Lions, but they did not get the home court advantage, so they've got to win on the road to keep their playoff hopes alive. Mitchell McMullen comes up empty, but he gets the foul. Let's see that in full screen. John Brown, a very, very talented team. It's going to be a tough one to go earn a big win in Arkansas tonight. But I believe your Lions are up to that challenge. There's a 3. No good by Jenna Price. Coleman, look at the Jets. She doesn't see Price. I'm surprised she pulled that one out. Saliga. This referee
We're going to
said
have a loose ball foul on MacU.
no, this referee said it hit the clock,
Oh, okay.
and it didn't even come close to the clock.
Well, I was so shocked. I didn't think that even had a chance of being the call.
It wasn't. We could see on the replay it was not even close. That was a really quick,
What a
good
great play by Coleman.
Coleman is such a gifted and talented basketball player. Nevada Denton to the middle, gets it out to Shannon. Shannon, and there it is!
There's number 4, and that's number 5 foul. Is that right? Is that 5 on her or 4? 4?
I think that's 4 on her.
That's right. Coleman has 4 fouls.
But I predicted
You
4
got it,
charges,
John.
and Jenna Price makes me a truth teller. Matter, trying to do work.
Turn it
Coleman,
over.
Coleman just really, oh my goodness, good ball movement. That was short. Coleman getting her hands on everything, just trying to put this Lady Evangels team on her back and will them to a win. She's in every play. Saliga taps her on the back, says thank you, appreciating the great effort. Some disjointedness out of system, as you would say, Coach.
Great. Oh, no.
They're going to get a Tunoa with
the
the.
hold.
I don't believe it. I'm going to need to see this.
Yeah, I'm going to have to see that too. It looks like she was just getting good position there.
Let's see if we can get it, the angle back. No way. There was no hook there. Shannon played excellent defense, gambled on it, and just missed. Coleman taking it right to Jenna Price. DeRoe, that's going to be short, but Tunoa, and that's going to be a jump ball. Tunoa wants to know why she couldn't get a foul for that, and I think the rest of the jungle here in the Schaefer Center is wondering the same thing. Coach Phillips, like a savvy veteran coach, comes in and says, give me a 30-second. I need to talk to my club. She's going to calm them down, say, hey, we got to play to win this game. Emotions aside, let's do what we know we can do, and that is win this ball game. What a great timeout by a savvy coach. Lady Lions are just revved up. They're ready to get on the floor. We're going to have to play some defense. Evangels will maintain possession. You got DeRoe and Atunawa going to confront
Coleman and Shannon.
the bring up.
Great matchups.
Denton out to Shannon. Shannon content to let the time run off the clock. And we are under 1 minute. Coleman says she knows she can get around. Gets it out to Shannon. Shannon gets a good shot. Coleman for a rebound. Are you kidding me? Denton, and they're going to get Wyckoff for being over the back, and that is not, well, let's see. Yep, that is the 5th foul. That's an automatic 2 shots. This is going to be huge for Sydney Metter.
So after having those 10 free throw attempts in the 3rd, this is our 1st in the 4th.
She just steps up like there is no problem. I do this every day, Coach. Let me shoot them. And there's a timeout by MacU. 34 seconds left in the game.
It's like, how do you put a stop on Coleman? You match up with her, but yet then she hustles out, gets the rebound, saves the ball. She's the one making the difference right now.
She's carrying the Lady Evangels.
Yep.
You know, she's
her last penetration there really created the opportunity for the ball movement and rotation, because every time she goes in, the Lions have to respect that, and at this point in the game, you've got to drop down and everyone guard her and get the rebound. Well, it opens up the perimeter, and MacU was just unable to hit the last two wide open threes.
And that's kind of our saving grace right now, is that they are only shooting 23% from three-point land. If they were knocking them down at a significant percentage, it would be a very different story, because they're getting some wide open looks because of that penetration that you mentioned.
A lot of time left in this game. Lady Lions have 3 timeouts left. Evangels have 1 timeout left. Coleman's got to come get the ball. She does. On the row. Saliga. No. Coleman just keeping it alive. And they're going to call a jump ball. That's going to go to the Lions.
Ball, yeah.
17 seconds. And the Lions are going to get a timeout because they want to get the ball at half court.
And now's when you want your free throw shooters in there.
Shot clock is off. So the Evangels are going to talk about who to foul, when to foul, how to foul. It's all about the foul at this point. You're down 2. What a nail biter. I think this game was worth the admission price.
And there were many that paid the admission price. Pretty good crowd.
Very decent crowd in the Schaefer Center tonight.
Good to see the football boys intact and the baseball boys here watching these ladies play. These teams all support each other, John. Makes it a lot of fun.
Lady Lions just 17 seconds away from getting to their Final Four in the SAGU Athletic Conference tournament. That's a trip to Oklahoma City.
The Lady Lions just need to maintain their composure. Don't throw the ball away. Let them foul you. You know they're going to foul you. And then step up and knock them down. They've made 86% of their free throws so far tonight. They just need to keep doing that.
They're going after Darrow.
Personal foul on number 22, Senior Wyckoff. Number 4, personal foul. Will go to the line.
Got a chance to make this a 2-possession game with 16 seconds left.
Darrow has only missed 1 today.
6 for 7.
Ooh, the pressure is real, ladies and gentlemen. Still a 1-possession game if she hits this one. And she does. 3 points. And the Lady Evangels take their last timeout. We're going to have to call all the plays from here on out in this timeout.
Cover every scenario.
There are 2 timeouts left for the Lady Lions. I say you got to draw up. Let's see if we can guess the play, guys. We'll each take a stab at it. I say you draw up, and there's 16 seconds left on the clock. Got to get the ball. You're going to get the ball at half court. Got to draw, I hope, I would say, a stack play up top. Get the ball into Coleman's hands very quickly. Have her penetrate to see if there is, not with the intention of actually shooting it, because you need a three. So try to get the Lady Lions to suck down in to create some space for their three-point shooter. Put Denton on one side, Saliga on one side, and Shannon up top.
They might be willing to take a quick two.
I would, if
it's
I'm
open,
Coach Phillips, I'm saying let them go. Let them go get that two. I believe in you guys.
She took Shannon out.
Here we go. And there's Denton. Oh, my goodness! Are you kidding me? Nevada Denton from 25 feet just drills it. Do I get credit for that play? Do I give credit? They get it into Coleman's hand.
You never gave us an opportunity to tell you what we thought they were going to run. But
I just assumed you agreed with me.
We did. I agreed with you. I knew that Coleman was going to have the ball in her hands. Yeah. And
what
my
a
surprise
shot.
was that Shannon wasn't on the floor because she's their better shooter.
Okay, well, you got an opportunity here. There's a timeout taken by SAGU. They have one timeout left, but they're going to get it at half court. I'll give you the opportunity to make that play call.
We're going to get it into DeRoe. DeRoe's going to dribble the ball around. She's going to penetrate, and she's going to kick it to Lexi and let Lexi win the game.
You got 9 seconds to do that. What do you say, Carrie?
I think you make sure that you take the last shot.
100%.
Regardless, whatever it is, it is the last shot of regulation. Regardless of who. Now, you know they're going to be keying on Lexi. Yeah. They're going to be covering her up. So there's a chance that somebody else, Lexi's a decoy and somebody else has to step up.
It looks like they've got three-point shooters, but you've got Jenna Price in the game. I say you fake it. The decoy is the three. Get it to Price and let her just try to get the foul. Time's ticking. 5 seconds. They're covered up. Can't foul. Are you kidding me?
And there it is. That's the ball game.
Lexi Rich from her favorite spot on the floor. That is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. What? We promised you a barn burner, and I think we delivered. What a great game. What a great game. Both of these teams. You kind of hate to see any team that plays this hard and just puts their heart out on the floor to lose. But somebody's got to lose it. Wow. What?
We had a man run out on the floor and in the middle of his way back. He hurt his back.
A lot of excitement. I can't believe you're laughing at another man's pain. You should be ashamed of yourself, Hank Morris.
I almost feel bad.
Because he recognizes that pain, too.
Yeah. I resembled that.
That is a tough one. Wow. What a thriller. What a thriller.
And almost every time you look up and Lexi has 20 points.
Yeah. It's got to happen. I mean, she averages 20 points a game. So it's only fitting that she would hit the game winner to get her 20, to get her team into the Final Four of the Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament. Wow.
I guess Oklahoma City has already won their game, it looks like. So we know who the opponent is.
Looks like both. So SAGU wraps it up. They're the last one. Oklahoma City plays SAGU in the first, or in the Final Four, the semifinal round. And USAO will take on the number 2 Wayland Baptist. Those are the 1 and 2 are, to me, two of the premier teams in the nation. That is going to be awesome to watch. And here we go. Kristen Urban's down with the queen of the court, Lexi Rich. Tell us about it.
Thanks, Sean. Lexi, you just scored the game-winning shot. How does it feel?
Oh, it's pretty exciting. When it left my hands, I knew it was in. But, my teammates got me in the spot, and I hit the shot, so just exciting.
How do you plan on carrying this momentum into your next tournament game?
We're going to play OCU, so that's going to be really exciting. When we played them there, we took them to overtime, and then we know what they're going to do this third round, so we're excited, and we're going to come out hard.
Thanks, Lexi, and congratulations. Back to you, John.
So cool. Thank you, Kristen, and thank you, Miss Rich. That was so exciting. I mean, I just can't even. I'm supposed to be the guy that finds the words, but it's hard to find the words.
When you have 2 threes like that back to back, to tie it and then to win it.
Yeah, that's just a heart crusher because Nevada didn't stepped up huge for her team, and that was just a beautiful three. And then perfectly, like you guys. You were right. You called the play, and DeRogue, actually, they got it to Kenzie Martin, and Kenzie Martin got locked up there on defense for a second, and Lexi Rich just comes in, grabs the ball from her, gets to her favorite spot on the court, and launches it. Nothing but net.
Yeah, it was looking kind of bad there for a second when McKenzie was getting all flustered with that pressure, and it was like she was not going to get a shot off or was going to have a turnover, but got it to Lexi, and she nailed it.
Well, that is the definition of a true go-to player. Lexi Rich went and got the ball, saw her teammate was in trouble, and knew that she needed to take that shot. So she went and just did exactly what she had to, and it worked out. Congratulations to the Lady Lions for such a great season. They still got a little bit of work left to do. That's going to happen this weekend on Friday and Saturday. The Final Four will take place up at Oklahoma City University in Oklahoma City, and they will be streaming that, I believe, on Stretch Internet. So if you want to watch that, you can we'll be keeping you up to date on all the statistical information and the scores via Twitter and Facebook. So be sure to tune in to all the social portals for the SAGU Sports Network. Just search SAGU Sports Network if you're trying to find out scores or other statistical information about your Lions ball clubs. You can also watch the JBU SAGU game right now on John Brown's webcast. And if you just search for that on John Brown University's site, you will be able to see that. Support your Lions. Guys, it's been great. We got one added game that we got to do, and it was worth it. Wow. Just so pumped up about
What a
that.
way to end a home season.
That is it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for watching. You guys have been awesome fans. Thank you for tuning in. Please tweet at us and interact with us. Engage with us on the social media. And we will be back next year, this year, but next semester with volleyball, soccer, and football. I'm John Cookman. Along my side was Hank Moore and Carrie Woodson, our courtside reporter, Kristen Urban, and a fabulous student crew. We bid you a blessed night. You have been watching the SAGU Sports Network.